I had no idea, and then all of a sudden it hit me. It's this little project I've been working on for a long time on my own. So there's crowdsourcing. Everybody knows crowdsourcing is these days. Various platforms allow people to send out. They want to use the collective intelligence of people in their community, either in their own customer base or community at large, to help them come up with ideas and insights and perspectives on the solutions they hadn't thought of. Okay, and so there's a lot of people doing it. There's people doing it very professional, and there's serious companies that do that. K-Ordex is the other company. And so, what I noticed for me is that there's a lot of people building platforms to capture collective intelligence, but not internal intelligence. Internal intelligence. And so what I did this summer was, I'm not employed, so I had lots of time. A lot of people think it might be a waste of time, but what I did was I took Google Docs and I made an entire, what I call landing pages for every thought and type of thought I could possibly have. So so I have a Google Doc system that's basically a website for my brain. And it's taken a long time to develop it, and I've had to follow my thoughts constantly. But I never write anything down on paper anymore. The problem not having it'd be nice to have an iPad, so I would never have to even, because iPhone, Google Docs is not accessible through iPhones or iPads right now, so it's a real bummer. So if you build a whole system around Google Docs, you have to go back to a regular laptop to enter it. But I've gotten around that a little bit. I'll just email myself a note if I want to. I'll use Jot. Jot's a way to do it. Just tell yourself a note. So I have probably 100, I must have at least 100 landing pages. And I've got this graphic that looks like an airport, and there's these little airplanes all docked at the airport at the terminals. And so a landing page is like a terminal. And so you have a thought, and it comes into your head, or it's circling around, and it's now looking for a place to land. And either you have a recorder with you or a piece of paper, or you want to take a mental note and save it. And usually a lot of this stuff just gets lost. There's just too much stuff coming at you. So here we have all these technologies and platforms to capture collective intelligence, but in fact there's a lot of, I think, internal intelligence that's probably lost. And so that's what I've done now. I probably have, I have what I call a front page, which is my original landing page, which now has every category of ideas. So I have, what do I have? I have, it could be just your basic stuff. It could be dating, it could be videos, it could be, that's just simple personal stuff. It could be work ideas, it could be, my page of health. I'm trying to put my page, I have a lot on it. So those are the landing pages. And I also have things like just your basic quick things to access, the weather. It's just all there. So everything I want is there. I notice I don't use paper hardly anymore at all. It would be silly for me to put something on a piece of paper, because then I have to transfer it to a natural landing page where it's actually useful. So what happens is by doing this, what's nice is by doing everything on Google Docs is it's all searchable. And also you can take a Google Doc, even an email that I want to, it's in my email, but I want to put that email in a place where it's more useful, where I can have it access. So you can title each category, and then take the title of the Google Doc and just put it on your front page if you think it's more current. And you keep finding how to massage your brain, how you actually think, and where your ideas come from, and where they belong, where they need to land. Where the planes need to come in, they come right in, and then boom, there it is. So I save most of what I do, probably save too much stuff. So to end my story here, I'm curious if there would be a business model, which is you go into something, you find out how their brain works, and with the goal to capture as much as possible, and to take away the barriers to collecting the intelligence they have. And you may even have, there could be dining, there could be cooking ideas. I mean, our minds are all over the place sometimes. So in and out it goes. But you start to notice, generally have a general set of interests that could be worthwhile if it was a simple way to collect it. And once you've collected it, it's sourceable, and ideally it is useful. It gets overwhelming at some point, so that you have to keep tweaking it. But so that's what I'm trying to grasp. If someone did it as a consulting service, I don't know how you do it online as an actual platform. There probably would be a way to do it. If you gave all these categories, here's all the categories. Tap the ones that are your brain's categories. You want health, I want cooking, I want movies, I want clothes, I want job hunting, and I want to have a page for each one. And so I know it's always just boom, click right to it, and I put it there, and I always know where they are. So that's my question. And so it's either going to be right now just my own personal, I've just been experimenting with myself, and I do find it's interesting. And it is, I mean, most thoughts I have a place to put them rather quickly. I know where they are. So.
I think when the internet first started to come out, there were like a living room you could go into and then touch different areas, or an office you go into and you touch the phone. And I think as we've moved away from that, it's actually more difficult for me to find things on the internet because it doesn't sort the way my crazy brain sorts.
Yeah.
So something along that level would be helpful, but it's got to be some kind of easy user interface.
Yeah.
That I like the search engine that Google uses, but somehow, whether it's a picture or something, so you quickly touch 1, 2, 3, you're already where you need to go, there's nothing else. Whether it's for weather or finance or personalized to you.
Yeah, and remember, these are mainly your ideas. The other ones are more just convenience, just a quick click on finance or the New York Times. That's just there for just an easy quick click. It's mainly the place that you have an idea. Yeah.
Have you looked at a site called MindMeister?
No.
So they have, it's a general concept called Mind. It's a place where you can do a mind map.
Yeah.
So it's where you put down ideas and put connections between them and have a hierarchical, basically like your airport concept that you can draw the entire thing on their GUI. Very easy to use.
Okay.
Mindmeister.com. And then what you're saying is sort of like MindMeister meets Evernote, which is where
That's right, correct. Right.
And then, there's another thing, it's in private alpha, I guess it's called Workflowy. Their goal is to try and organize your life, but using an incredibly simple list-based approach.
It's workflow E.
Workflow Y.
Okay, so that's one way to
So like MindMeister they're really good at this mind map thing.
Okay, yeah, I looked at mind maps, and I don't know, mind maps are my favorite thing, but yeah. MindMeister? Okay. So that's that one. And then, let's see, okay.
I'll suggest Personal Brain.
Personal Brain?
All over.
That's another website?
Yeah, it's a software application. It's like MindMeister except on steroids. What is it you don't like about MindMeister or mind maps in general? Let me ask it that way.
I don't know. I guess because my brain, just for right now, it just likes the idea if I go to a page, just boom, I drop it.
When you say go to a page, I guess I'm not visualizing.
It's just a Google Doc. It's not a Word page, but it's just there's a page now for every category of what I think about.
Okay.
And plus the advantage, you can add photos, and plus you can add other pages to those pages. So you can add links. So you can have one page is job ideas, and then each job you're working on has a page. So it's everything's very quickly linkable.
Well, like MindMeister is a starting point.
Yeah.
The point is that it's like a non-linear knowledge.
So after this, I'll show you Personal Brain. I think probably.
So what was the second one you were saying? You said MindMeister and then another was
Workflowy. But they're not, you have to log in.
I've used Workflowy. Basically, the whole concept is that it helps make extended large amounts of lists and points to very manageable chunks. So basically, you start off with like 5 major categories, and then you can expand that, and then keep expanding, and then basically it can collapse everything, and then so it's easy to manage.
Yeah.
But it's not so much a mind mapping software.
Yeah. Workflow E?
Workflow Y.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, so there you go. Thank you.